The use of parental authority in conversation can be an effective way to increase one's own credibility and persuade others to agree with one's point of view. People tend to trust and respect advice from parents, as there is a subconscious belief that parents always want the best for their children. This phenomenon has been studied by social psychologists who have found that people are more likely to comply with requests or accept ideas when they come from a source that is perceived as authoritative or trustworthy. For example, a study conducted by the University of Missouri found that when participants were asked to perform a task by an authority figure, such as a parent or teacher, they were more likely to comply than when the request came from a peer or stranger. The study also found that participants were more likely to comply with requests from authority figures when the task was perceived as being for the benefit of the participant. This highlights the importance of parental authority and the trust that people have in the advice and guidance provided by their parents. Another study, published in the Journal of Consumer Research, found that people were more likely to purchase products that were endorsed by their parents, even when the products were not familiar to them. The study suggests that people tend to trust the recommendations of their parents because they view them as being more knowledgeable and experienced. This highlights the potential power of parental authority in the realm of consumer behavior, as well as its ability to influence people's purchasing decisions. In addition to the studies mentioned above, there is also a significant body of research that suggests that people tend to view their parents as role models and that they often look to them for guidance and advice. This is particularly true during childhood and adolescence, when children are still developing their sense of self and are trying to understand their place in the world. By tapping into this natural inclination, one can effectively use parental authority to persuade others to accept their ideas or comply with their requests. It is important to note that the use of parental authority should not be manipulative or deceitful. It is only effective and morally correct to use this technique when the advice or perspective shared with others is truly something that was passed on by a parent and that aligns with their values and beliefs. In conclusion, the use of parental authority in conversation can be an effective way to increase one's own credibility and persuade others to agree with one's point of view. This is because people tend to trust and respect advice from parents, as there is a subconscious belief that parents always want the best for their children. Social psychology research supports this phenomenon by showing that people are more likely to comply with requests or accept ideas when they come from a source that is perceived as authoritative or trustworthy. It is important to use this technique ethically and authentically by sharing advice that aligns with the values of the parents.